Hello there. Today I want to go over how much it costs to compete. It can get very cheap to very, very expensive. So I want to kind of run everything over with you guys. It's kind of like financial planning, I guess. So to compete, you will need to sign up for the competition. They average from $60 to $120 per competition. So it could be as easy as just sign up and then compete, and then you are a athlete. Welcome to the club. Most competitions require you to join the federation. So the federation cost for powerlifting for USPA is $65 a year. For Strongman Corporation, it is $77 per year. And then $42 per year after that. And these prices change all the time. I'm just saying right now, as of 2020, you would need the federation, sign up for a competition, and then done. Now, let's say you want to get very good at it, right? You will need a gym membership or have gym equipment at home. Typical gym membership. They average around $50 to, I've seen some like $300 a month. I'm gonna just use my gym for an example here. It's about $100 a month for my gym, and then if you join a local 24-hour fitness, it's about I think $300 for 2 years at Costco, or $50 a month. I don't know. Let's just say $100 just to for math. So yeah, you will need a gym membership, compete, and then you are a pretty good athlete. You can find cheap templates online, and it's a copy and paste program. You don't even have to pay for a coach. Now, let's say you want to take it to the next level, right? You would probably need a coach. A coach, they vary. They have AI now. Some are $10 a month to $500 a month. You get what you pay for. If you pay for a cheap coach, they're shit people, and they're not gonna spend that much time on you. So it really depends on how much money you're willing to invest in yourself. I'm going to use Lefa for an example. I pay her $300 a month. I charge $250 a month. Fun fact. I actually just dropped my prices recently. So a typical coach, $300. The good ones are around $150 to $350, just based off my research. And just based off my friends who are coaches, that's how much we charge. The good coaches are worth it. But if not, you can just copy and paste program on the internet, or join these AI groups and have a robot coach you. Okay, so coach. Okay, let's say you need to make weight and you have trouble making weight. You will need a nutritionist. They vary in prices. I've seen some for as cheap as $50 a month to some that are $500 a month. Again, I'm using my own expenses as an example. I pay Cameron about a little bit over $100 a month, but I'm just gonna say $100. That's how much it costs. Okay, now you have a program, you have a nutrition program to follow, you have a gym membership, you're competing. Okay, I'm lifting more. Oh my God, my body hurts. You would need someone to fix your body, right? So a massage lady or a chiropractor or something, just to recover. Again, these are all optional. You don't have to do any of this stuff. Massage, they're about $50 to $100 per session. Let's just say you go twice a month, $200, just for example's sake. That's how much it costs. Okay, now, right, oops, forgot. Okay, so nutritionist, you have to follow and make your own meal plan. Food, right, your grocery bill. It can cost from $100 if you're very cheap like me, to $500, depending on I guess how much you eat and what weight class you're competing in. If you're a big guy, you would probably have to eat a lot. Steak is very expensive. So that's how much it would cost about a month. Per month. And then you have, let's say you want to take it to the next level on top of this, right? There's supplements, pre-workout, whey protein, multivitamins, fish oil, creatine, steroids. They're all under supplements, and again, optional. They average around a bottle of pre-workout, it can be $30. But let's say you're a big dude like Thor, you're trying to go on drugs, you're gonna go on that level, you have to go on like, you know, fuck ton of tests and all this other stuff. You know, I don't know how much they spend. You know, it could go up to like what, $500 maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna say $100 just for an example. A typical girl cycle is not gonna cost as much as what Thor and like Eddie Hall are taking. But you guys get the gist. Pre-workout, whey proteins, all in their supplements, again per month. Oops. And then these are like pretty much like the monthly fees, I think. This is per month. And then, now on top of this, right, you're taking your roids, your supplement, you're eating your food, you're going to massages, you have a coach, you're in a pretty good spot here. You would most likely win a local competition if you work really hard for a long, long time and just follow everything your coach tells you to do. And you're on point with your nutrition and you've been doing this for a long, long time. This is actually a really good spot already. Okay, on top of the gym, right, there's other stuff like these one-time fees, equipment. Is there a T? Equipment? No, there's no T here. Equipment, right? These are one time, you don't have to buy a fuck ton of them. You will need a belt, $100, knee sleeves, $100, what else? Shoes, right? You have like your squat shoes, $200, or $100 depending which one you get. Let's see, wrist wraps. I think they're like, what, $30 now? I haven't bought any in a long, long time. I'm just gonna say $30. Mouth guard if you want. I don't have dental insurance, so I have a mouth guard. They're about $30. I have to buy one every 3 months. Boom. You see? Okay, now, let's say you have all these equipment, you're getting really, 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 really strong, and then now you compete at national level, right? You would have to most likely travel across either the US or like across the world if you're somewhere else. You would have to pay for an airplane ticket. You can't really drive across the US, right? I live in California and then my last competition was in Ohio. I'm not gonna drive all the way over there, right? So I would have to pay for an airplane. Right, these are travel expenses. Airplane, they're like what, $500 to $1,000 per trip. My average cost is about $800 just for me. Oh, it's hard to see. So airplane, $800 round trip. You can have seat upgrades if you're a big dude. I would highly recommend upgrading your seats to business class. It's just an extra $100. You get the extra leg room. I fly business class because I have credit, you know, airplane credits and stuff, airline credits. So airplane, and then you have hotel, right? You're not gonna live in the street and be homeless for a while you're competing. They're about $100 to $200 a night. Right? If the you know, if it's a one-day competition, you know, you just have to pay hotel for one night. Now there's competitions where they're like 3-day competition, like the Arnold, right? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 3 nights. And then there's, you know, the day before weigh-ins, and then you probably need another day to adjust for the time zone. That's 5 days, 5 nights. So times 5, that is, you know, about $1,000 for just hotel itself. I told you it gets very expensive. So hotel, airplane, you know, I would highly recommend sharing hotel or Airbnb with someone, but this is about how much, estimate of how much it costs. And then you have food, right? You're not gonna, I mean, you can have like a meal prep delivery service, or you buy snacks, or you bring your own food there. I'm not gonna meal prep and carry that shit on the plane. That's just disgusting. I'm not gonna eat it. So I'm gonna buy snacks and food for the competition. It's about $200 maybe. You know, you can just be very cheap about it, or just have fun while you're there, right? You're flying across the world, you might as well have some food. That's good. So $200 for food. And then if you weight cut, like me, you probably want an IV after you water cut. Like, it would suck to fly across the world, make weight, and then cramp up on your competition after training so hard and after spending all this money to cramp up in competition and fuck up. I don't want that. So I'm gonna pay for the IV. They're about $200. And then that's pretty much it. Like I said, it gets very, very, very expensive. You know, there's other people, they spend money on like cryotherapy and like contrast showers, sauna, and all that stuff. I've tried cryo. It's $80 for 3 minutes here. I'm not spending money on that, and I find that it doesn't help me anyway. But for some people, they spend money on cryotherapy as well. Shit, this is expensive as fuck. You know, but this is pretty much how it looks like to compete at a very high level, and these are the finances that nobody talks about. And there you go. You know, a lot of athletes are like, this is like the typical cost of an athlete. And again, I'm not speaking for anyone. This is just me and how much I spend on it. You know, is it worth it? That depends on you. You know, it depends on me, right? I'm paying this, and these are not sacrifices because these are my choices, and I choose to do this. I choose these goals, and these are my choices that I have to make in order to reach my goals, to make myself happy. And I don't, what is it? It's an investment for myself anyway. My goal is to be the strongest woman in the world one day. I know it's very hard to achieve and accomplish that, but these are the things that I'm doing to win, right? Compared to someone who's just like, you know, over here and they just compete, you know, good for you too. That's their goals. You know, it's just different for everyone, and nobody really talks about the finances. We spend a lot of money and time in the gym to, you know, become stronger, to become leaner, to look better and all that stuff, right? Just to have some fucking troll on the internet saying that we look like a man. How great is that? But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the finances. You know, there's a lot of ways to save money too. For example, like the airplane or the hotel, you can share the hotel with friends. Airplane, oh, forgot to mention, if you're flying with your, like, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend, you have to double this cost. So double the airplane cost. Again, you can get very cheap with it. You know, you don't really need the IV. You know, you don't need the cryotherapy. You know, maybe you don't need a coach or a nutritionist, or like maybe you can save some money from the food. Maybe you don't even need massages because, you know, a lot of scientific studies say you don't need massages, it doesn't do shit, but I like it, so I'm gonna spend money on it. And yeah, so that's the average cost of competition. I feel like I have to make a disclaimer. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from competing. I highly encourage everyone to compete at least once, just for the experience. Maybe not at this level, but like just compete. I highly recommend all the trolls on the internet talking shit to compete and get your ass on the competition floor before you talk shit. You know, let's see where your talk is all at. And there's a lot of people on the internet just arguing back and forth about, you know, whose science method is correct, like this is right, this is right, this is right. Get your ass on the competition floor and fight it out there. Whoever beats the other person, you know, they were right. Done. That's what our competitions are for, is to make a point. Or have fun and meet people and make friends and, you know, everlasting memories and all that stuff. Whatever you want, right? But yeah, if you do want to take it to this whole level, or not even like the hotel night or anything like that, but if you do end up spending this much money, I highly recommend signing up for credit cards. They have these sign-up bonuses if you sign up for their credit card. For example, like most of them, if you spend like $3,000 to $5,000 the first 3 months, you get, you know, usually 60,000 to 75,000 in points, which is $600 to $750 of credit, right? And you can use that credit for the next competition and pay for your other stuff. You know, that's how I do it. So when I make a big purchase, I usually use like all my airline stuff, like all the travel expenses. I use my American Express card, the platinum one, and then right, I get more points from those for spending money with that card to travel for airplane. And then I get more points back, so I can use those points for seat upgrades or, you know, to pay off like for the other expenses. And, you know, you just gotta be smart about it. But yeah, that kind of, this video is getting really long. Welcome to the club. This is how much we spend.